We're absolutely committed to reaching net zero by 2050, but no one in Westminster politics has had the courage to look people in the eye and explain what this really involves. That's wrong, and it changes now.
Here's a confusing video released by Sunak last week that seems to muddle net zero commitments with the eradication of non-existent pledges. Before we carry on, let's see what else he has to say.
Because the fact is, the UK is so far ahead of every other country in the world when it comes to net zero. We've had the fastest reduction in greenhouse gases in the G7, and we've already cut emissions further and faster than any major country. So how can it be right for the British people to be told to sacrifice even more than others?
This is typical displacement, offloading responsibility onto us, the general public, in the hope it will ignite a begrudging resentment, a hatred of being told what to do.
The risk here for those of us who care about reaching net zero by 2050 is if we continue down this path, we risk losing the consent of the British people. So today we're changing our approach to meeting net zero to ease the burden on working people. Here's how. First, we're easing the transition to electric vehicles, meaning you'll still be able to buy new petrol and diesel cars and vans until 2035.
I'm just going to say this for this one part here, but actually it refers to the whole video. It's this: surely that there's a way to subsidise this transition. Again, it's putting the onus on us, the individuals.
And even after that, you'll be able to buy and sell them second-hand. Second, we're giving people far more time to replace their old boilers. We'll never force anyone to rip out their existing boiler. You'll only ever have to make the switch when you're replacing your boiler anyway. And families who are hit hardest by costs won't ever have to switch at all. Because it's not right for Westminster to impose significant costs.
I just want to point out this general annoyance I have with videos like this where they cut to the side of people's heads during interviews. It's so annoying. Stop it. Anyway, carry on.
On hard-pressed families without a properly informed national debate. That's why, third, we're making sure government stays out of your life.
How convenient. The government that can't be bothered and likes to ditch all responsibility. Now here comes the most uninspiring part of this speech. Jump cuts to close-ups of Sunak's face as he says, gone.
So the idea that government can tell you what to eat? Gone. The idea that government can force you to have 7 different bins in your home? Gone. The idea that government can create new taxes to discourage flying or taking holidays? Gone. The idea that government can tell you how many passengers to have in your car? Gone. We'll never impose these unnecessary and heavy-handed measures on you, the British people.
As people have pointed out, these promises aren't even manifesto pledges, so you might as well be saying promises to make Toblerone square instead of triangular.
Gone.
Moves to do away with toilets and make everyone poo while standing up.
Gone.
Executing anyone who wears a brooch.
Gone. And we'll still meet our international commitments to hit net zero by 2050. This country is proud to be a world leader in reaching net zero by 2050, but we simply won't achieve it unless we change.
I don't get this bit. How will these measures help?
We're now going to have a better, more honest conversation about how we get there.
Yeah,
we'll now
right.
have a proportionate approach that eases the burdens on families, all while doubling down on the new green industries of the future.
What a lack of passion and belief.
This is how we'll turn net zero into the biggest opportunity of our lifetimes. This is about change. Change in the way we do politics.
How is this any different to anything the Tories have done before? It seems a vacuous bandwagon jumping opportunity.
Taking long-term decisions in the national interest. Because we can be better, we can do better, and we can build a better future for our children.
What a joke. Click here for Sunak's 5 pledges.